All right. Let's get it going. I think it's working everywhere. I don't know if anyone's watching. Probably not. We can go ahead and get into it though. Is this working? 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 Is that working? Yeah, it's working. Guys, if you're watching, just let me know in the chat how the audio is. I've been playing around with it quite a bit. I can't tell if my mic's coming in a little too hard. It might be. I'll bring it down there. But yeah. Rounding the day off over here at Happily. Not really, because we're working all the time. What was that sound? Just heard the ground shake below me. Anyway, folks, I'm here. If you have any HubSpot related questions, if there's any advice I can lend, you want my 2 cents on anything, be it HubSpot CRM related, inbound related, life related, whatever it is, I'm here for you guys. So just let me know. I'm just gonna get some work done in the background. But I got the chat open. So if you got any questions, let me know. Also, just before we kind of get started, take a minute to thank our very unofficial sponsors, but a company you should check out nonetheless. That is Happily, where I work, where we are building apps on HubSpot that help people HubSpot happily or HubSpot better. I don't know, whatever you want to think about. We build super cool apps on HubSpot. We got one called Zebra. That's an integration between Stripe and HubSpot. We got one called Timerman. It's like super advanced SLAs for the Service Hub. We got Orchestrate coming soon. That's going to be event management on HubSpot. Real City, you want to build Zillow on HubSpot? We can make it happen. Associate. Try to associate objects and workflows and automate the way you associate things. I know I've been super loud about it. You can do it. We got Clone Attack. If you want to clone anything, create clones of CRM records, right? You can clone everything else in HubSpot besides say, bruh. What's up, Brandon? Haven't heard from you in a while. How you doing, buddy? Are you still slinging Service Hub like a mad lad? Anyway. And then on to our official sponsor. It's going to be my hat store, shop.maxjacobcohen.com. If you want to get your hands on classics such as the RevOps Goblin Beanie, highly requested piece. A lot of people love this. There's a whole RevOps Heroes collection here, right? So whether you want RevOps Goat, RevOps Warrior, Overlord, Wizard, we got them in a whole bunch of different flavors, right? We got the sorry, that's more of a curved brim trucker hat with a mesh back. It's great if you're going running in it, a little more athletic, right? For those of you who prefer a flat brim, we got plenty of those. They all come with the green under tint in the bottom if that's your style. What else we got? Memes for your head, right? Bant, popular sales framework. Belugas and narwhals together. Everyone knows that one. If you're more of a flywheel guy, we got flywheel go brr, right? If you got that thing spinning, let people know. And you know what? I've heard, let's put our sales hat on, but you know what? How about we put our pre-sales hat on, right? We're forgetting about all the solutions engineers out there, right? Lots of options for anyone. Close One City, very popular if you have a sales team, right? And they are all, mayors or serve on the city council of Close One City. Let them know how much you appreciate them, right? We got plenty of hats. We got the flat brim. These all come in multiple colors, whether you like a little more classic sort of navy. You want a red one? That one might get you in trouble. Depending on if people read the text on it or not, right? You got the curved brim dad hats is very popular. People love these. But again, close one city. Maybe in the winter, you want to throw a beanie on, right? Plenty of options. Let's move on though. I don't know if anyone has any questions. No one's really hopping in yet, but people are still working. It's Thursday, 4 o'clock. What are you guys doing on LinkedIn? Let's go see if there's any good stuff to review here. But again, I'm here. If you guys have any questions, you just let me know. Let's go take a look at what's new this week. Where am I going? Personal portal. Let's rip it. Product updates. What's the best way for me to do this? This works. Oh, that's nice. Okay. I'll make this a little bigger. There we go. And then what, we can just kind of go through this. So today we got a couple things: reporting and call objects, support for global privacy control. And then there's a bunch of stuff from this week. Oh, hachi machi. Carter, what's your thoughts on the new advanced calculated fields? Love them, right? So haven't they added a bunch of new stuff to that, right? So they did the formatting, right? Yeah. You actually read my mind there on the Timerman thing, right? So what did they do? They did the formatting, and then didn't they do rounding as well? So you can round numbers up, right? And then didn't they also kind of add some, because you mentioned Timerman, Carter. Didn't they also add something to reporting that lets you do the the custom fields in reporting without having to do it in data sets? Or am I insane? I could have sworn they added something in there. But the new advanced stuff for calculated fields. So I actually just, you know what? Let's go into it, right? Oh, let's create a new property, eh? Contacts, sure. Contacts information. Calc fields are dope. Never stop calculating. So I got a gripe with this phone number one that I want to talk about, but actually wait, before we talk about calculated fields, and I only saw this today, right? So I know that they added this new phone number field, and I get what it does internally, right? Where it internally, if you click on it, it brings up like the extension thing, and like you can put an extension in and it'll tell you if it's not formatted correctly. But like, why allow this field to go on forms if you're not gonna like force a format on forms? I can understand that that's like maybe tougher to do when you're talking about like embedding these forms on other sites and like applying CSS and stuff like that. But yeah, Carter, you see it. Anyway, I'm not here to complain, but I am here to ask questions. I'm just asking questions, guys. Just asking questions. Anyway, so what do they do for calculations, right? So now we've got, okay, this is all, is it all the same? No. So this, what am I doing? What's my brain doing? Oh, okay. So that's the formats, right? So you still have the custom equations here, right? So you can do a custom, the min max, time between is not new. That's been around for a while, but then they wrote round down only, round up only, and round to nearest. I think that's pretty neat because people hate seeing decimals with a million places behind it, or a million decimal points. I don't know, dude. I failed math, so Yeah, I mean, it's nice to be able to round things for sure. I wonder if those options change though. Oh yeah, in advanced mode, true. Oh, that's right. I'm too dumb to do this, but this is pretty sick. I guess this is like a little bit like, hold on. This thing never made sense to me. I mean, I get it. The real thing that I was like so angry about is just how the parentheses look, if that's like a weird thing to complain about. But it always just kind of looked goofy with the parentheses like in line to these different like drop downs and everything. But like, yeah, making equations as this was always like super confusing. So I loved that advanced mode. Is this locked into like pro? I'm not sure. Anyway, but what did they do? They added the ability to kind of format stuff, which I thought was huge. Like this, to me, this should have been in HubSpot since the beginning, but I guess you could make that argument for a lot of different features that go in there. But I'm glad you can finally do these like formatting numbers. Like I hated using a calculated field to calculate something around currency, whether it was like totaling up line items or doing some kind of like division or like calculating some kind of like, you know, projected commission amount or something like that, and then having it come out as an unformatted number. So the fact that you can come in here and do currencies, percentages, which is like super huge, that's super dope. This duration thing, I'm wondering like what the use case of this is if you're not using a time between option here, because you can see time between like locks this into duration. But like, you know, if I'm doing like a count or a sum here and I'm looking at duration, like what is it doing here? Is it like assuming that it's like a timestamp or something, or like is it counting in like milliseconds? I don't know what the use case for having this format would actually be when you're not doing a time between field. Anyway, but yeah, I think they're pretty sweet, man. The advanced mode is cool. I know that that's like a lot of people that I talk to from, you know, that are coming over from like Salesforce or something like that. I think they were definitely sort of missing something similar to that, like this advanced mode here, just being able to kind of run it. Now the thing is, can you, oh, you can bring in properties. That's pretty freaking dope, actually. Does this go cross? Can I bring in properties that aren't on the contact object? Or is that still, I guess it would make sense that that's locked to a different tier, or locked into like the format data action, if that can do that. Hey Carter, does that format data action bring in format data action in workflows? Does that use that new table in workflows that brings in data from like other objects? Connor, I'm seeing your slacks, and yeah, I want to make this more regular. Call it the happily hour. That'd be dope. Oh, so Carter, it does use the table. That's pretty sick. The data panel, but through workflows in the data panel, you can. Nice. That's pretty sick. Yeah, no, I like this stuff. This is a wicked cool step in the right direction. But man, if they had a way of that phone number field, like ensuring, because I was talking to one of our partners today, and we were trying to figure out a way to use associate in situations where you have multiple like business or contact records that have the same domain. So using the default stuff that HubSpot has to take like a contact's email domain and like auto associate to a company just doesn't work, because you got a bunch of company records with the same domain. So they wanted to do it off phone number, which is a great idea. The problem is like people type in, no one writes phone numbers in the same format just across human beings, right? So like I was thinking, oh, maybe that phone number property forces a certain format. Now, what would be interesting is that I could understand like it being tough when showing it on a HubSpot form to force it into a certain format, but like, why couldn't they just do that on the back end, right? So if someone types in 10 digits And I'm assuming they could build something smart enough to like identify parentheses and dashes and spaces and stuff like that. But like, you know, couldn't it technically just have like a script that looks at the first 10 numbers that it sees, right? Compacts that into a string and then like formats it as a number. And then everything extra is just shown as like an extension, right? Or maybe if it detects something as like a country code at the beginning and it's 11 numbers long, it knows that that's a country. I have no idea. Maybe, who knows? Could do that. But anyways, a lot of cool stuff. I'm going to take a look. I've been so bad at keeping up with product updates. I haven't been watching enough Kyle Jepsen. That's my problem. I haven't been watching enough Jepsen, but I figured like we could do a couple things. We can either like, if there's, has HubSpot done like an app, like a monthly product update, and I can just watch that? Yeah, so you have to format the phone number with the format data tool and workflows. Okay. Regex replace. Yeah, I know what that is. Just kidding. I absolutely don't. Carter, we should be best friends, dude. You literally are a genius. Let me see. HubSpot. Is there like a product updates video that they do? It's not marketing, is it? No. This content's goofy. Sorry, I shouldn't say that. Where's oh, wait, HubSpot serum? This is what I want. Oh, Mark, how you doing, buddy? Oh, Dylan. All right, where do they do the product update videos? I'm not crazy, right? Product spotlight, June. Okay, I should watch this because I don't know what's in here. All right, hold on. Can we kill this music? Oh, what did you just send me in the chat? Let me see. Dude, why can't I get my chat to just show up? Docs. What is this thing doing? Docs. Chat. Reload it. There it is. Okay. Wait, I can probably just see what you're... Does LinkedIn really not let me click links? What is this? Here we go. Nothing should be that hard. Oh man. Carter, this is too big brain for me. So what do they do? Update to the command line interface. This is for June. All right, so more commands for that. That's wonderful. You can build sandboxes better now, I'm assuming, in the new CLI. Cool. Snowflake data share customers who disconnect, reconnect may receive an error. Okay. Is each one of these titles like a new thing that they did? Copy and paste actions from one workflow to another. This is unreal. This is unreal. What is it? As long as you have like everything open in the same tabs? Something like that. Re-enablement of follow-up with an email for form submissions on individual CMS pages. What? So was this a piece of a module that they took away? Interesting. All right, let's pop back to the spotlight. Let's rip this. Unless there's some other YouTube thing you sent me, Carter. Let me just look at this. Oh, okay, perfect. This is exactly what I was just watching. All right. Pause the music. Pause the music. Where is it? Stop it. Okay. Unmute. Can we full screen this? Yes. All right. Oh, too quiet.
Hi there, my name is Kara, and you're tuning into HubSpot's June Product
What's
Spotlight
up, Kara?
video, which is a monthly broadcast where we cover the latest and greatest HubSpot updates across the entire platform.
I love it.
So let's get started because we have a lot of updates to cover.
Yes.
We're kicking off June to bring you our featured update of the month. So Content Assistant is now available to all hubs and tiers, and there's no more waitlist.
Whoa. All that AI stuff is free for everybody? Let's go.
Let me show you just how easy it is to use Content Assistant to start building and editing
That's
your content
crazy.
in your portal. So the first feature I want to show you is how
When she says all, she means free too, right? I don't know. She must
can
be
actually generate email marketing copy with Content Assistant. So the first feature I want to show you is how you can use.
Hold on, I just want to appreciate their screen share situation right now. Clearly using Camtasia. I can tell. Well, it depends on if they zoom in nice and smoothly to any of this stuff, but great layout. So who's ever putting these videos together? 10 out of 10.
Content Assistant to generate email marketing copy. So you're going to go up to your menu, select marketing, and then email. Here you can select.
Wait, can I put a higher quality? Oh, I'm at the higher quality. Okay, so this is a low quality video. All right.
To create a new email or just edit an existing one, which is what we're going to do here. So I'm going to edit this existing email. Okay, so once you're in the email
I love this email.
you're just going to find where you want to add your email copy. So let's say I want to add that copy here. I'm just going to click select the slash key on my keyboard, and then
I love the slash command. Unreal.
select generate paragraph, and then I'll enter my prompt. So I'm going to say, write a paragraph inviting HubSpotters to join our Beyonce fan club called hubspot. And then you'll just click generate. And in a few seconds, voila. So this generated the email based.
Okay, hold on. I know a lot of people are ahead of this like AI stuff. I'm really dumb when it comes to the AI stuff. So like a lot of this is new to me. So like if I fanboy out a little bit here, just like chill out and just like let me have my moment. I haven't played with this yet. Scott, thank you for the love, brother. You should get a hat. You're a goat too. This isn't for me. This is all of you. I just wear the hat to promote it. The real RevOps goats are the ones out there actually doing the work. I'm just talking about it, man. Love you. All right, let's look at this.
Based on that prompt that I entered. So if all looks good, I'm just going to.
I just want to read some of this copy. Hold on. Okay, HubSpot. Now let's get information. Are you ready to be the biggest Beyonce fan club out there? Introducing Bayspot, the ultimate destination for all Beyonce enthusiasts. As a HubSpotter, we know you appreciate the power of a strong community. And what better connect with fellow Beyonce lovers than through Bayspot? That's actually pretty good.
So if all looks good.
Wait, what does it say? Never before seen photos and exclusive merchandise. Whether you're a longtime fan or just discovering the magic of Beyonce's music, Bayspot is the place to be. So dust off your dance moves and join it. Hey, can I get rid of the closed caption for a minute? I'll put it back on. Dust off your dust off your dust off your dance moves and join us in celebrating the Queen Bee. Don't miss out on an incredible opportunity to connect with like-minded individuals who share the same love.
Good. I'm just going to select insert.
Oh, okay. Oh, share the same love and an admiration for Beyonce. Join Bayspot today and let's slay together. Bro, that's awesome. That's crazy. Yo, AI is just nuts. I'm just learning and really enjoying. Oh, thanks, man. Scott, if you got any questions about any HubSpot related mumbo jumbo, any inbound strategy stuff, whatever, dude, I love talking about it. So just let me know, man. I'm always down to clown.
And then that updates my email with the new email copy.
Wait, hold on. I just want to make sure I can keep it on Slack without putting it on the screen here. Word.
So what you can also do is actually highlight this copy and then select this Thunderbolt icon. And you'll see you have options to either rewrite, expand, summarize, or even change the tone of this copy.
What the That's insane. I guess this like isn't that crazy to folks out there that are really into the AI stuff, but what I really appreciate about the way that HubSpot's implementing this is it almost like, okay, so I get side note here. Let's bring it in for a second. Okay. As someone who was an implementation specialist a long time ago, when HubSpot was really, really mostly a marketing tool, right? And the value you got out of it came from how much effort you put into creating content and doing that very hard thing, right? Because let's face it, the hardest part of HubSpot was always creating content, right? You've got Academy, you've got HubSpot support, you've got partners, you've got a knowledge base, you've got all these things that helps you push the right buttons in HubSpot. The thing that was always way more difficult for people and caused people to fall off is that making content's really hard. It is really hard. Creating content is super hard, especially when you don't understand like the nuances around why am I creating the content? Who am I making it for, right? Really digging into things like the buyer's journey and all that. So like creating content was super hard. And that's where I saw customers kind of like really drop off when HubSpot was a hyper-focused marketing tool, really before it reinvented itself, if you will, as a CRM, right? So there's a piece of me that says, and this isn't a knock on HubSpot. This is a knock, and not really a knock. This is something that like worries me about AI is like, it's when you're not creating the content yourself, like how good can you expect it to be, right? Like how good is an AI at like really truly having like nuanced understandings of like the goals and challenges your customers have, especially if you're in a very niche industry, right? Because it's learning from everything it sees online. And like the thing that's interesting is that if it's learning from everything it's seeing online and then you're asking it to just poof, voila, create the content for you, isn't it like creating stuff that it already sees out there? I don't know. Yeah, first drafts. And so, okay, so let me get to what I'm getting at, because I'm not knocking AI here. So what I really love about this, oh, can I switch my side? Oh man, I'm so good at OBS. The thing that I really like about this is that I could write something and like hit my first draft, or maybe like I could say, HubSpot, go ahead and give me like a sentence here, a paragraph here. And then I can go and kind of like rewrite it and like kind of figure it out. But I love that you can do this like changing of tone stuff, right? Because just because someone's a good subject matter expert and they might know the answers to the questions, right? They may know, here's the problem that you have and here's the answers and here's right? And like know what the substance of good content is. That doesn't necessarily mean they're a good writer. So like what I think is like really interesting like this is like I, as a rough and tumble subject matter expert, can create content where I'm saying the right things and I'm getting down into my niche. I'm writing the content that actually provides value. But then what I can do is I can highlight that mother and I can say, yo, rewrite it in a much better way as if I was a good writer. You know what I mean? Like expanding on things. Or if I'm someone who's a little bit too heavy handed with my words, being able to summarize that down, right? As someone who writes, I tend to overshare. I tend to over explain. I tend to want to say, if I write out something that's like a solution to a problem, I want there, or like an email to a customer, I want there to be zero questions remaining after it. I don't want to leave anything up to the imagination. So what I end up doing is writing too much, right? I could see this being a great tool for me because I can say, okay, here's my word vomit. Condense that down, summarize it, make it a little bit more succinct, right? And then make it a little more heartfelt, make it a little bit more witty, make it more professional, right? That's super cool, especially for folks who really struggle with content creation, right? What I don't want to see people doing is going into a HubSpot blog and just being like, oh, I need a blog post on XYZ. I'm not going to think about what I'm ranking there. I'm just going to like just spit out a thing. I don't know. Oh, Chris, let me read what you got here. I got to like change up my thing here. Share the concerns and putting this at the fingertips of everyone with the platform. I think those hesitant to create content will now go crazy. Why wouldn't they? True. And just send it out, leaving it to more people reading body copy and just sticking to overall headlines. Yeah. And I'm wondering too, and maybe this is like already happening, but like, would there ever be a world that like search engines are going to be able to like identify, and this is probably already happening. I don't keep up with AI stuff, so like I'm on ground floor here in terms of like knowledge around this conversation. But like I would assume for every like AI content generation app going out there, there's probably others that are trying to be able to filter out the AI stuff and prioritize human created stuff. I don't know. Yeah. Garbage in, garbage out, baby. But like, and I'm sure there's folks way more in tune with AI in this chat right now, but like, would you think that maybe Google would ever start like dinging content in the rankings if it identifies AI content? Is that a thing? Does it have an incentive not to do that? Like, I don't know. I have no clue. AI is neat, but like I'm not super involved in a lot of like the super deep niche I need to listen to a podcast, man. I gotta listen to something else besides what do I even listen to? I don't listen to any smart podcasts except for Hub Heroes. You should listen to Hub Heroes. I yell a lot on that show. Anyway, this is cool. I like this. This is neat. And this is in an email.
Friendly, professional, witty.
So what? You can do it in email. You can do it in blogs. You can do it writing one-to-one emails, right? That's interesting. I wonder if people are going to start to like notice when like a one-to-one reach out from a sales rep is AI written. Probably if they ask them questions about the content of that email when they're on a live phone call. That's where it gets awkward for me.
Heartfelt, educational, whichever you like. So let's say I'm reviewing this copy and I'm thinking it's a little bit on the longer end. So I'm going to select summarize to hopefully shorten that a bit. And there you go. So this looks much better to me. I'm going to click insert and that is automatically updated. It's as fast as that. So another feature I want to show you is how you can use Content Assistant to draft.
I'm actually I'm writing an email right now. Chris, this is relevant to you because you're a Happily partner, right? You know, we're launching our awesome new partner for portal for partners, right? And I've got this like launch email and I'm hesitating to send it out because like I'm over explaining like the instructions on it. So maybe I should go run Content Assistant through it and see if it can shorten things down for me. Probably. We'll see. That's a next week problem anyway.
Sales email outreaches in the Gmail app using the HubSpot Chrome extension. So jumping into our Gmail.
Wait. I missed that. What?
So jumping into our outreaches in the Gmail app using the HubSpot Chrome extension.
This is in Gmail?
So jumping into our Gmail, let's say we want to compose a new sales outreach email. So I'm going to click compose. And then you'll find this option where it says write an email for me. So click that. So here you want to enter.
Email type. What are you selling? Who are you selling it to? In a few words, describe what you want to communicate in this email. And then select the tone. What are the options for email type? This is really interesting.
Enter some.
Do those secondary options change when you choose a different email type, or is this like 100% sales focused? Ooh, summarizing Loom videos into K-based. Oh. So Chris, are you saying, well, I'm assuming Loom gives you a transcript. So are you saying shoot a Loom video, embed it onto a knowledge base article, copy the transcript, drop it into the body of the knowledge base article, and then run the summarize command on it. This is Content Assistant is in the knowledge base tool also. I always like don't know what makes it to the knowledge base tool because it still feels like it's like a fundamentally different system than like the CMS. That's actually a really good idea. I saw this. I think Zoom does this thing now that I noticed whenever I record Zoom meetings and I look at the recording page, it summarizes what happened in the meeting underneath like the thumbnail of the video. So it'll say like, Max and Chris talked about the Happily Partner program, ... and it'll like just give a little like explanation of like what it is. Anyway, God, now I'm going to become like a big, I might become like a weird AI geek now. Not to say anything about people like AI. I love you guys. But I'm saying this might compel me to be more interested in it is what I'm trying to communicate, right? Anyway.
Details to help generate that content. So I'm going to select cold outreach email as my email type. And
that didn't change, right?
Select.
Wait. Oh, hold on.
To help generate that content. So I'm going to select
intro, cold outreach. Some could ask, what's the difference? And then follow up. Okay. I could imagine that like there's probably a lot of like parameters that the AI would take into consideration, like being in those 3 chunks. Like, I wonder if the introduction email is like, write it in a tone where they know I've been reaching out, but it's the first time I talk to them. Cold is probably like, write it in a tone where they had no idea I was reaching out to them. And then like follow up is like assuming they'd been like some kind of community. That's okay. I wonder what that does to like the algorithm, the model. I don't know how you'd say that. I don't know what I'm talking about.
Cold outreach email as my email type. And then what am I selling? So I'm selling Marketing Hub.
Hell yeah.
And then who are you selling to? So let's say I want to talk to someone named Sasha Fierce.
I wonder how specific you have to be with what are you selling, right? Because like, how is the AI understanding like what Marketing Hub is, right? Like, if there isn't that extra context of like, what am I selling versus what's the name of the thing that I'm selling? Like, how is it knowing like what it does, right? Like, how am I supposed to know what it does? Are we assuming it's going to go like find it somewhere on the internet? I don't know. That's cool. What's up, Jordan?
Who is the CMO of Parkwood. Oops, let me.
This is also interesting that it's not just pulling the contact. I guess also though, so why wouldn't it just pull the contact from the CRM? Well, their email address isn't necessarily publicly available information. So I guess if you have a more nuanced way of explaining who this is, then that's probably going to be better for it, right? Than just like pulling some CRM information. I don't know. I wonder like how much it actually looks at the contact. Probably not. Did she put an email address in? She didn't add a recipient before she hit that email. So at the time it's generating this, it doesn't know who it is, right?
Someone named Sasha Fierce, who is the CMO of
Sasha Fierce. That sounds like a Marvel character. Wonder what her superpower would be.
Parkwood. Oops, let me spell that. Parkwood Entertainment. And in a few words, describe what you want to communicate in this email. So let's say I want to enter, we have the best in class marketing software.
That's true. That's a true statement. She's not lying.
Manage your marketing efforts and grow your business. That sounds about
what did I do? Oh, you're right.
Right. And then as far as the tone, I want this to be professional and optimistic. And then
what's sort of optimistic? I wonder how that's like changing the I don't know. I'm not a linguist. My wife's an English teacher. I'm not a linguist.
I simply click generate. And so based on what I just entered, this will help generate an email like so.
That's a beefer of an email. Wait, is this an introduction or is this a cold reach out? What did we select? Cold reach out. It's a big beefer of an email. But, you know, you can pare it down. That's great.
This will help generate an email like so. So,
dear Sasha Fierce, it's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. My name is, insert the name, and I'm the CEO of a company. Wait a minute. It's saying I'm the CEO, the person writing it? Provider of innovative marketing software. At company, we have the best-in-class marketing software that'll help you manage your... So this is cool. The thing that I think this is where this will get wild is when these things are integrating tokens from CRM objects, right? And like, my name is X and I'm the CEO of company. Like, you should be able to get the user object, right? I'm user first name, user last name. You obviously know which company I'm working for because there's a HubSpot account hooked up to it, right? That'll be really cool. And so it's probably, I would imagine here, this is not like a HubSpot limitation. I would imagine that, you know, if it's ChatGPT or like whatever it is behind here, maybe there's like some limits on like variables you can feed it that it would inject into there. But I'm sure that's just like, I don't know, going to be possible like tomorrow at the rate that all this stuff is actually continuing. Cool. Let's keep going. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. At company, we have the best-in-class marketing software that will help you manage your marketing efforts and grow your business. Our software helps you improve customer engagement, track data and analytics, streamline processes, and maximize your return on investment. It also integrates with your existing workflow and systems so you can get up and running quickly. I'd say that's a pretty good explanation of HubSpot. I like that. Pretty general, but it's AI. What does it know? Apparently everything. I don't know. We understand that your marketing team is under pressure to deliver results. That's a big assumption. But these days, I think it's a pretty safe assumption. Our software is designed to... Is that optimistic, though? I don't know. Maybe it is. Our software is designed to help your life... Make your life easier and help you reach your goals faster. With our platform, you can easily create, manage, analyze campaigns, track the analytics, measure ROI all in one place. That's true. That's based. We believe our software is the perfect solution for your business. I'd love to learn more about your marketing goals and show you how our marketing platform can help you succeed. Would you be available for 15 minutes calls? Thank you for your time and consideration. Okay. I'm not like a professional sales email writer by any means whatsoever because I'm just like the worst salesperson in the world. But hey, it's content.
So if all of this looks good, I'm just going to select the copy and then click insert content.
Wait, does that mean the select thing? I'm assuming in the future they're probably going to let you do more. Who knows? Anyway, that's sick. So what? Drops it in. Can I do the same thing here where I like select a paragraph and like tighten it up? Or?
And then that automatically adds to my email and Gmail. So that is how you can use Content Assistant in...
Wait, it put the subject line in the body. I guess copy and paste is not a big deal. But I mean, that's it. Like you compare this to like, you know what I would... Okay, so you know what I would do in this case? I'd probably open this up in like the email tool. I would use it to come up with a couple of different emails. Shrink it down. Do the extra stuff to it, right? Like I don't know, whatever the options were when they were writing an email. And then I would take that and I would build it into a template. I would build it into a sequence. I'm less likely to do this right out of my Gmail inbox because there's a lot of work for me to do now, right? Like I've got to go change the stuff that's in the brackets. I've got to delete subject, copy that, bring it up into the subject line, right? What would be crazy is if they had this in the templates building tool. Do they? Like when I go build templates in HubSpot, is Content Assistant in there? Like if we got like a template or like a sequence composer type thing with AI built into it, right? Or maybe they just build AI into the current one. That would be sick, Rick. Anyway, let's keep going.
In Gmail. The final use case I wanted to review is how you can use Content Assistant to revise your communications with customers from the conversations inbox. So let's jump back into our HubSpot portal.
It's in the conversations inbox?
Email. So to go to the conversations inbox, you're just going to go up to your menu and select conversations, then inbox. And then here you're going to find your recent messages. So let's say you received this chat from someone named Sasha Fierce asking to speak to a sales rep, asking if anyone can assist them, things like that. So let's say I want to reply, sorry for the delay. I'll
good response so far.
Sales rep connect with you immediately, and maybe I need their email. But okay, after reviewing that, I think this could use some work.
It's a lot of words.
What I can do is actually highlight this copy, select the Thunder.
Hold on. Deanna, someone asked Irina that Tuesday at a hug. Content Assistant is not yet in sequences. Well, that'll be go to with the sauce when it is. I can't wait. Deanna, how you doing, by the way? Love what you've been doing in the community. I need to go to more of the stuff that you're doing, and I've been really bad at it. So whatever it is you got coming up, I think you're doing a lot of the admin hug stuff with Kyle, right? Remind me, send me those invites. I want to be there. I want to put them on my calendar. Heck yeah, let's go.
Icon, and I have all of these.
That one you did with Service Hub, where they did the future of the Service Hub stuff, bruh. That was so sick. So sick. Ryan, what's good, dude? How many of you are using Discord? I want to set up like a call-in thing where if people just want to call in and just like shoot the and just, you know, hang out and talk about stuff on Discord. I'd love that. Anyway, all right, let's keep looking.
Options to rewrite, expand, shorten, and
fun
also
stuff.
change the
Yeah.
tone.
Wait, Deanna, I can't see the. Wait, hold on. Wait, where's my chat? Where's my chat? Oh no, here it is. Don't send me any weird links. HubSpot admins. Oh, wait. Do I just join this and then I get invited to all the new ones coming? Wait, let me see what you got coming up. July 15th, how to get the most out of ads. That's sick. Wait. Discussion management. Nicole from Remotish is going to be there? Project management, using available resource region. Ooh. Is Nicole going to talk about like ClickUp or like the HubSpot projects tool? Oh man. Yeah, Scott, I got to get my Discord going. I tried it on the last one and I just need to I need to make it so I can like set up like a call-in thing. We'll get it done. Maybe I'll share the link to it and we can try it again as we get through this. Sales Hub prospecting in HubSpot. I'm assuming that's going to be like the new prospecting. The new. Oh, she's taking requests. Interesting. I love Nicole. She's amazing. That new prospecting workspace is dope. So hopefully they're going to talk about that. Governance. As your team scales, you need to control your data. Okay, as your team scales, you need to buy an enterprise account to get some of those features. All right, anyway, let's come back to here. We're getting off track. Let's can I just make this bigger? Theater mode. Oh, this is good. This is all right, right?
So let's say I think this is very close, but I want to rewrite this. So once I select that, it'll automatically rewrite and update that copy.
I missed it. I was looking at chat. Hold on.
All of these options.
Oh, rewrite, expand, shorten. Is that different than... I'm going to make this full screen. Hold on. Is that different than full size? Or different than summarize? No, you're good. Chat's here to derail me. That's how we extend the content. That's how I fill a lot of dead airs. I need to take forever to get through stuff, right? And chat's the perfect reason for me to take this 9-minute video and make it last an hour. So it's all good. I know in course careers for our small groups, we can get an audio or video calls. Oh, cool. Are you going through one of those like solutions engineer boot camps, Scott? I've been seeing a lot of folks doing those. That's a whole nother conversation. Anyway, that's super dope if you're going through one of those. Okay. Rewrite, expand, shorten, change, torn, draft a message. So it looks like that builds the whole message is like right in there.
To rewrite, expand, shorten, and also change the tone.
Yo, you can do heartfelt. Let's go. And okay, so it's interesting in the conversations tool that they give you very specific tones that you can use, right? Because this all just, is you want to this is the delight tool, right? This is that conversations is that tool that is just like best friends with the service hub, and it's all about delight. So why wouldn't you want to be friendly, heartfelt, or professional? I wonder what the heartfelt one does. That's cool. That's neat.
So let's say I think this is very close, but I want to rewrite this.
You could expand and shorten. That's very interesting.
So once I select that, it'll automatically.
Apologies for the wait. I will. That's cool. It kind of takes that. Wait, what did it say before?
Say I.
Oh, hold on. Sorry for the delay. Okay, sorry for the delay. Apologies for the wait. Okay.
Also change the tone. So let's say I think this is very close, but I want to rewrite this. So once I select that.
Apologies for the wait. I will arrange for a sales representative to reach out to you shortly. Could you please provide us with an email? That actually sounds so much better. Transitioning from medical to tech, but yes, I want to eventually be a sales engineer. Sorry for the side. Why are you saying sorry for the side convo, bro? This is exactly what the chat's for. Scott, here's my best advice for you, okay? Hold on. Just chatting. Okay, here. Scott, if you are pursuing, and tell this to all your friends going through this, right? If you got other folks in your cohort, whatever it may be. Here's the deal. Jumping right into solutions engineer is an extremely difficult thing to do. Because most SaaS companies, when they're looking at solutions engineers these days, right, what they're looking to see if you have is either some sort of SaaS product support experience or some kind of SaaS product sales experience. Solutions engineers are a complete mix between I know what the product actually does and I know how to sell to people, right? And generally, like managers who are hiring solutions engineers, they are okay with trading you on one side of that coin, but definitely not both, right? So if you're looking to get into a sales engineering role, and first, the one thing I want to be very, very like careful with is there's a lot of folks out there that talk about how glamorous and how amazing and how the solutions engineer career is, right? And, I think that's fair. Like, it's great if you do. I mean, it's so hard to explain because every single solutions engineering role at every company is going to be different. Okay. It's never the same thing. Right. For example, some sales engineers carry a quota. Some don't. Some are totally based on the amount of deals they close. Some aren't. Some solutions engineers do only pre-sales support. And some of them do a ton of post-sales support, which sucks if you're in a sales role, okay? You want to only focus on sales support stuff. But a lot of the smaller orgs that get solutions engineers, right? They bring those folks on for support at all sides of that sales equation, right? So bringing in to help because the salespeople don't know what the product actually does and having those tough conversations, but also when shit goes wrong on the back end and they don't really have a really great support process in place, they bring that solutions engineer to come in and play support person, which makes it very difficult to support your sales reps, right? Every single place does it a little bit differently. Yeah, there's like a general gist of like the one thing that's similar is the solutions engineer is like the person who actually knows what the product does, but is good at talking to people, right? Like a sales rep. So it's kind of a hybrid in between, right? But just know it's going to be different in every single role. There's no like one experience of being a solutions engineer. All right. What I would say is if you want a path to being a solutions engineer and you haven't worked in tech before, you either want to go and start as a BDR and work your way up learning the tech sales side of things, or you want to go get a entry-level support role and learn the shit out of that product, right? Because at one of those companies, right, if they have a like a pre-sales org in there, that manager is like, oh, you know what? I need solutions engineers, but like, I don't want to fully have to teach someone the product. Are there any folks in support or customer success or something in that realm that know the product very well? And I also know that they're really good at talking to people and can thrive in a sales situation, right? That's who they're looking for. All right. Because they can say, all right, I can take, Jimmy here, who's been on our support team, knows our product back to front, and I could teach Jimmy how to sell, right? Or I could take Jimmy, the salesperson, who's really good at selling, and I can make him really good at the product, and then boom, I've got a solutions engineer, right? It's really tough bringing on folks that don't have both or don't have either, right? So best advice I can give you is you should be, instead of like hunting for solutions engineering roles when you haven't done a SaaS sales or a SaaS support role before, I think is like the wrong thing. You should be trying to find those entry level roles if it's your first job in tech, right? And either support or BDR in sales or SDR or whatever, DR, anything, right? Cool. Okay, 6, you've already got sales experience and a coding background. Bro, there you go. So you already have a ton of this, which is dope, right? Awesome. So you already have a lot of this, right? So the question is getting that tech stuff on your resume so you're proving it out to folks, right? Because again, like they're looking for people who have like been in those SaaS support, SaaS sales type roles, right? I'd say in the bigger orgs that have larger, more well-supported and focused pre-sales organizations, like you look at HubSpot, for example, right? When HubSpot was hiring a bunch of solutions engineers, they had the ability to go out and say, hey, we can hire folks that haven't been in like a very specific like SaaS support or SaaS sales roles because we have a lot of the enablement and training and like mentor programs and all this other infrastructure put in place to support bringing those people on. At smaller orgs where the pre-sales org isn't that mature and doesn't have that much girth behind it, right? And support and enablement and like the ability to ramp folks up slowly, you're going to see those folks lean more heavily on like, I need them to have done a role like this or that before, right? So just my 2 thoughts. But yeah, man, a great way to flex that is just like, go look at like support SaaS or like, SaaS SDR, BDR sales role, something like that. And then like really hone that side. And then you can kind of combine the two. But anyway, that's just me. I've only had an SE role at one company, right? So I might also just not have any idea what the fuck I'm talking about. But like, I also was a pretty good SE at HubSpot. So hopefully I know something. Anyway, let's go back to our video. Totally agree. That's why I chose SDR first. Plan on spending a couple years in SR, ADR first, then pivot to SE. Yes, dude, that's exactly what you want to do. Exactly what you want to do. Unreal. And here's the other thing. If you can, and this is hard for a lot of sales reps because a lot of I don't want to say it's hard for sales reps. I want to say it's hard for managers of sales reps to really get behind, right? Some that really understand it will be cool with this, but the best piece of advice I can give you, if you're going to go be an SDR or an AE, go learn that product more than anybody else and make it your whole personality. Okay. That's what I did. I can sell the shit out of HubSpot. I'm not an experienced salesperson. I did B2B sales for Apple, like slinging like iPads and computers and shit like that, but that didn't involve like a ton of brain power, right? but like actually being able to have genuine conversations that aren't just like reading off a sales script because I don't know what the product actually does, dude, that takes you to a whole different level when you're actually selling, right? So like genuinely try to learn your product, condition yourself to get hyped up about it, even if it's boring, right? Dude, look at me. I am geeked out from the feet up on HubSpot, and it's a CRM tool. Like inherently that's pretty boring, right? But like, if you can get really behind what your product solves for as an SC or as a, you know, anyone in a sales role, and like really get into it and actually have genuine conversations with people on, is this actually going to solve problems for you versus just reading off a script? One, you're going to hella enjoy being a salesperson, right? Two, you're not going to feel like bricked up all the time because like, you know, you're just kind of reading off a script or talking out your ass and saying something you don't actually understand. When you actually know what you're selling, dude, feels good, bro. And it makes you a much better salesperson, right? And you don't have to always rely on SEs to move things forward, right? Like the tough thing for a lot of sales reps is that they don't fully understand their product in a legitimate way. So they struggle to have any sort of like technical conversations around it. And what they end up doing is slowing down the deal because they just go, I got to bring on my SC to talk about this feature that they should absolutely be able to just have a genuine conversation about, right? But a lot of the times you're going to have managers that are like, you don't really need to know the product. You just need to know how to sell it. And then that's bullshit. It's such bullshit. Know what you're selling, right? You also owe it to your customers to actually know what you're selling. Because if you don't know what you're selling, you're kind of just lying to them, right? So I'd probably get a lot of flack for that. I'm probably going to get some salespeople that aren't super thrilled with that take, but whatever. Okay, let's come back here.
It'll automatically rewrite and update that copy like so.
Yeah, your thought process is hella correct, right? SDR or support, pick one, climb the ladder, learn the shit out of your product, go for an SE role. That's like, I mean, it's the best path, dude, because walking into an SE role is not going to happen in today's market, right? It definitely was happening when SaaS was going crazy, right? SaaS ain't going crazy now, right? So headcount on those SE teams is nothing, but attrition is super high in sales orgs, which means the entries to those roles are probably going to be easier to get. Right? So that SDR or BDR, higher chance of landing a role, right? You can learn the process from the ground up, formulate great, relationships with AEs who you may be the SE for one day, right? Learn the shit out of your product, learn the shit out of how to sell, all that kind of stuff, work your way up, become a really good candidate for an SE at that company if you like the product, right? Or, that's transferable knowledge you can take somewhere else if you want to go apply to be an SE at like a different company, right? So yeah, you got this, bro.
So those are the 3 different use cases of using Content Assistant. There are so many other ways you can leverage this awesome tool.
Love this, Kara.
Content Assistant is waiting for you in your portal. All you have to do is make sure you have the Content Assistant toggle turned on from the settings menu, and you can start building and editing your content right away.
I just realized my TikTok tag is incorrect. It's at official Max Cohen, not Max Jacob. I need to fix that. Never mind.
Okay, so you learned all about our #1 update, Content Assistant.
Let's go.
But we have so much more to share about what's new in the HubSpot platform.
Show me.
So here are a few other updates you should know about. First, be sure to check out our new reimagined.
The new CTA tool is sick. It's so cool. It's everything that what did this used to be called? This was called not pop-up, lead flows. Back in the day, does anyone remember lead flows? It was like the pop-up forms. Wasn't it its own tool? I'm pretty sure it was like its own tool, and then it became part of HubSpot. Was it like when... Was lead flows wasn't part of Sidekick, was it? I don't think it was. Anyway, let me flip myself over to here. wait, I just want to make sure I can see the let's get the chat on the screen. Anyway, the new CTA tool is unreal. You do like banners when something bad is happening. You know, you can make it so people don't have to fill out like it's so great. Anyway.
CTA's tool. With our new CTA's tool, you can create beautiful, engaging pop-ups and banners for your website, unlocking your website as a channel for your marketing campaigns. Our now reimagined CTA's tool is live and available to both marketing and...
Are my kids screaming somewhere? Probably. It's dinner time. I got to wrap this thing up soon.
CMS Hub Pro Plus customers.
Yeah, Sidekick. Remember Sidekick? Why am I thinking that lead flows was part of that? Like I can't remember. Like I remember when we added lead flows, and I can't remember if it was exactly at the time that like Sidekick became HubSpot sales. Yeah, Sidekick, rip to the goat.
Next, introducing a highly requested feature, and we can see why, which is coaching playlists. So now
this is sick. This is so good. Coaching playlists, right? What is going on? So this to me is like such a dude. What other CRM is also like your enablement tool for everybody, right? Like think about it. This playbooks, right? Getting all of the knowledge of how to do your job in the same place of where you do your job, and now being able to like create collections of people doing the job very well so you can watch them do the job in the place you do your job. Bro, so sick.
Now with playlist Hall of Fame calls from
Hall of Fame. It's your sales call Hall of Fame. I nerded out on a client a few days ago. You know, playbooks is. I'm not going to go on a giant playbooks rant here about how I think playbooks was like the single coolest feature ever, and I can't tell you how many folks I'm not going to say I was successful at it, but I made the pitch with my last dying breath that if there was any reason to upgrade to enterprise, it was playbooks. Oh, I love playbooks. So good.
Seasoned reps can be easily added to a coaching playlist and shared out with specific reps or the entire team. So this makes it easier than ever to onboard new reps with playlists that teach them soft skills and selling tactics, as well as to train existing reps on how to position a new product or handle common objections. So with this one-stop shop for training, reps can learn from each other how to close more and bigger deals faster.
Let's go.
So this is currently...
Learn from each other, right? So this... Is this only if you're using conversational intelligence? Or will this take like, does this ingest Zoom calls? Wait, that would be conversational intelligence. Okay, never mind. I answered my own question. Sorry. So if you wait, is this, it's available at Pro. Does conversations intelligence come in at Pro? Hold on. HubSpot conversational intelligence. Okay. Pricing. Maybe someone could just tell me in the chat. No. Sales. No, I can't spell. Conversation. No, I can't spell conversations. Conversation. Wait, let me fix this. Conversational. No. Wait, why is this not showing up on the page? Intelligence. Oh, conversational intelligence. It is enterprise. Is the coaching thing, but the coaching thing is pro. Okay. So coaching is pro, which means you probably don't need conversational intelligence for this to work. So that just probably doesn't mean it doesn't have all that extra. I don't know. Cool feature. It's a cool feature. All right, we'll leave it at that. It's a great feature. We love this feature. All right, let's full screen it. Let's get back to work.
In public beta and available to both Sales and Service Hub Pro Plus customers. Next, we have now increased the ticket pipeline limit. You can now create up to 100 tickets in the pipeline if you have Service Hub Enterprise.
Wait. You can create... Wait. Say that again, Carol?
Up to 100 tickets in the pipeline if you have...
Did she say that correctly? Create 100 tickets in the pipeline? No, I think she means 100 pipelines for tickets. Because you can create 15 million tickets, I'm pretty sure, is like the hard limit. But I get what she's saying.
Service Hub Enterprise.
Nice.
This change also applies to deal pipelines on...
God, man, who needs more than 50 ticket pipelines? I guess if you're using for a... It's got to be stages? No, I think she means... I think what this is saying, we have increased the pipeline limit for tickets on Service Hub Enterprise from 50 to 100. So, I mean, it means you can have up to 100 pipelines. Not to, yeah, I think she just accidentally said tickets and she meant pipelines. Mulligan. All right, we'll call Mulligan on that. She's doing this whole thing one take, right? Can't fault.
Sales Hub Enterprise. And this is now live and applies to...
I mean, how many of us have made a loom and missed one thing, didn't want to record the whole thing again, right? Cut her some slack.
Sales and Service Hub Enterprise portals.
SEO recommendations. We're still talking about SEO, huh? Yeah, look at me right now. Everybody look at me. Look at me. Look at me. You can hate me for this. You can totally hate me for this. I think SEO is a conspiracy. Okay? Just make good content. People will find it. And that's my hot take, and I'm sticking to it. All right? SEO is a conspiracy. Just kidding. It's not. It's not. It's not. But make good content before you're freaking out so much about SEO. Come on. Who cares? If people can find your content and it's trash content, what's the point? What's the point? This is probably a bad take, but it's just... To me, it's much harder to master the art of getting good at creating content than it is to get... Like, you can... Like, look, HubSpot's doing the SEO for you. There's tools that will do the SEO for you. Go ask ChatGPT. It'll SEO the crap out of your article, right? But creating good content that someone consumes, read, looks for, watches, listens to, processes the information, creates an outcome, or now creates that person to have a reaction to it and do something because it changed their mind a little bit. Maybe realize, oh, I do need to buy this thing, or this is my problem, or SEO doesn't do that. SEO does not do that. And I doubt AI is ever going to do it really well too. I'm boomer brained on AI. This stupid chair. Okay, let's keep going. Love SEO recommendations. We've added brand new view to the SEO tool. It allows you to see a list of all your website pages and the number of recommendations per page. Hey, if you're doing an audit on the technical SEO side, that's dope. I guess. I don't know. I never cared to become an SEO expert. I really just know the basics, right? But none of those basics compare to actually creating good content. You can optimize a turd as much as you want. It's still a turd, right?
So, Have you been thinking about stepping up your SEO game?
Yeah.
If so, we've added a brand new view to the SEO tool that allows you to see a list of all your website pages and the number of SEO recommendations per page.
Yeah, honestly, huge shout out to HubSpot. Like the amount of tools that are in there and the way that they make it easy to understand SEO problems with your content, especially for someone who like isn't an SEO try hard Andy, right? It's just awesome, right? Like it says, here's what's wrong. Here's how to fix it. Here's why it's an issue, right? That's dope.
Help you optimize your website.
Especially in the place you're creating your content and maybe building your website for the first time, right? Or even taking a look at your existing website. It's goated.
Pages. We added over 20 unique page performance, mobile, and SEO recommendations to your recommendations in content details.
That's wild.
This new tool will help marketers locate any SEO issues on their individual pages after they are published.
You find them and you snuff them out. No SEO issues on your website. You locate them and you destroy them. For all that is good, please don't optimize it, Jared. Yeah, and let me tell you, I onboarded HubSpot for well over 200 customers in my time. I have seen some turds get optimized. I will tell you that. I've seen my fair share of turds being polished for Google. I'll tell you what.
So SEO Recommendations is live and available to both Marketing and CMS Hub Pro Plus customers.
This video is 10 minutes long and I've gotten an hour's worth of content out of it. This is unreal.
All right. So in the world of operations,
okay,
bring you...
hold on. Shout out to Franz on the data sync team. This is, if this is what I think it is this data sync? I think it's data sync. This is actual magic. Okay, this is witchcraft. This is superhuman magic right here. Okay, this coming up with a standardized way. I'm assuming they're talking about. They're talking about operations. So they have to be talking about data sync here, right? Coming up with a standard way. One of my kids is probably going to run into the room butt naked, just so everyone's aware of that. Yeah. Carter, you know, Franz Goda with the sauce, right? This is literal magic. And I'm so stoked they finally figured this out for data sync, because like finding a standardized way to sync pick lists, drop downs, radius selects, like whatever you call it, and map them to other systems, like out of the box like that, at least the ones that support data sync. That's crazy. That's wild. And they did it with owners too, right? Isn't owner sync a thing in data sync? Come on, man. It's amazing.
A long-awaited update.
Yeah.
Field mapping.
True G.
A drop-down field will become mappable in a two-way sync configuration.
Friends, if you're watching this, love you. Thank you for... He gave a lot of time to me at HubSpot, having like super deep heart-to-hearts around data sync. And I'll always be grateful for that, because I finally understood how to explain it to people, right? Can't tell you how many like HubSpot sales reps I had to like hold their hands through like what data sync actually is and like how beautifully simple it is, right? This though, this is just chef's kiss. Carter, I'm glad to see you're a fan, man. I trust your opinion.
This update will provide increased support to map custom fields directly with one another, and or get rid of...
Because weren't we just shoving stuff into free text fields? Is that what we were doing? Were we like grabbing something from the other app and just popping it into a single line text field? Is that like the most we could do before this? Tough stuff. But this, chef's kiss.
Cumbersome workarounds that had users syncing drop-downs one way into text properties. Automatic two-way pick list syncing is now live and available to all with Operations Hub Starter Plus plans.
So sick.
An exciting update to the CRM platform, granular custom object permissions.
What? Currently, custom... Oh, so this is... So what is this? Read-write control based on all the... So they have different sets of permissions when you have different custom objects versus just like custom objects in general. That's tight.
Currently, custom object permissions are set for all custom object types globally and not per each object type. This means that you can customize permissions for individual custom objects by team. So this...
Carter, you might know this. Are they doing... Do they do field level permissioning for custom objects, or is it just standard objects? And so like field level permissioning where you can say some people can edit, some people can view, some people can do all. Is that on custom objects, or is that not possible for... I don't know. Anyway.
This is live and available to anyone with an enterprise plan. All right, one last major update.
Oh, that makes sense because it's custom objects. Duh. Zebra. Had to throw that in there.
For our app marketplace, we now have a new QuickBooks integration powered by DataSync.
They moved the old QuickBooks integration onto DataSync. And that's probably because they got that invoice object syncing with DataSync. If you've played with the invoice object before, let me know how it's going. I haven't touched it yet because, you know, I'm a big fan personally of Zebra. You know, I'm sorry, we get it. Yep. Listen, I don't got anything against HubSpot payments, but you know, again, I'm a shill for big Zebra. That's why I'm here. Okay. I'm a Zebra boy. Personally. QuickBooks is sick though.
With this new integration, your accounting team can improve back office processes and more easily close your books. Get insight into syncing errors and utilize...
Okay, so hold on. Free. It's available at free. Is it at all limited by the custom field mappings that come in at Operations Hub Starter? Or is it not... Is that not relevant? Are you ever mapping custom fields from QuickBooks to HubSpot? Or is this integration just so all-encompassing that I guess it's just limited by what tools you even have in HubSpot? I don't know. Cool.
Sync setting.
Can I admit something real quick? Come here. Come here. I'm going to be vulnerable with you guys for a second. I don't know what the fuck you use QuickBooks for. I don't know anything about accounting. I don't know what QuickBooks really does. I know it's like accounting and stuff, but that's it. I don't really. All right, done with the. Yeah. Stop being vulnerable, Max. Knock it off. Oh, Carter, you got something for me. Field level permissioning for custom object currently in beta. Oh, so it's not actually a thing right now. Interesting. Take all the time to submit, vote, and comment on this idea. Shay. Probably is having announced its features now in beta. Oh, it's in beta. Okay, so maybe it wasn't. When did this go in beta? April 15th, 22. Oh, it would have been like a year ago. Okay, so it was there. It was in beta when I was still at HubSpot. Okay, all right. Okay. I'm crazy. Sick. All right.
To ensure syncing is working as you'd like. Make sure to check out the app marketplace.
Yeah, that's more than most people know. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what QuickBooks is. Yeah. Come at me.
For so many other cool integrations, just like this one. So this integration is live and available to all hubs. And
the thing that I think is really cool about data sync is that it feels like they built in an inherent level of back-end flexibility to like add special little things that different data sync integrations can do, right? Like it's super cool that like they all sort of like map proper. Oh, it's still in beta. Oh, it's one of those forever betas. There's a few things like that, right? Isn't programmable email still in beta? I don't know, John McLaren, if you're watching, you might be able to confirm or deny that. But I'm pretty sure programmable email has been in beta since I was an implementation specialist. I might be wrong though. But like the thing that I love about data sync is that it feels like they made room to like add little special things, right? Like, so for example, I'm pretty sure with this QuickBooks integration, it has that like, or wait, no, maybe I'm thinking of Dynamics and whatever that other big ERP system is, how it has those, now it's making me mad. Dynamics and NetSuite. They work off data sync integrations, but they also have those special little workflow actions that you can turn on, right? Where it's like create a sales order. And that's like only something that happens when you're using that data sync integration. So like, that's super cool how like you can build a data sync integration. And if there's like anything past like syncing fields that they think is cool to build into it, they have that flexibility to also like add like workflow actions here or triggers or like something like that. I don't know. I think that's neat. Yeah, it's cool.
And tiers. All right, everyone, that ends our coverage today for what's new in HubSpot in June.
Oh, wait, there's more stuff here. Automation for Starter. Okay, so automation in Starter for ads. So if you're using Starter, does it give you those like simple workflows? Is that what it's doing? It's true. Programmable email is still in beta. Same thing with the Conversations API. It's been in beta ever since. You know, man, listen, some things take time, okay? They want to get it just right. All right. That's all I'll say. So I'm assuming automation in Starter for ads is like those simple workflow makers, kind of like how you see in they did it with forms, they did it with deals and like pipelines and stuff like that, where you can say if it gets to this stage, do this, and it's like 2 or 3 actions you can do. So I imagine it's something similar for ads. Content assistant, local numbers for Ireland for HubSpot calling. That's sick. Checkout page included in Google Analytics. So what did they index or robots TXT those pages out in the past, or what did that do? Log into HubSpot with Microsoft. Cool. Refresh you. No, that's cool. Sorry. I know there's a lot of Teams users out there. Don't come after me. Big ups to HubSpot for recognizing the Teams users and the Microsoft account users out there. Refreshed user creation flow. That's cool. Would have loved to see that. Workflows, custom views, and subfolders. Yo, that... Being able to take my workflows and put them into neat little folders and put those folders into other neat little folders and just organize my life when I have way too many workflows that probably could be less workflows, but I like to keep everything separate because it's just aesthetically pleasing to me. Thank you for the subfolders. Formatting options for calculated properties. Carter, you mentioned those earlier. Those are unreal. Finally, we'd love to see it. Simplified global search with quicker actions. I don't know what that means, but it sounds great. New HubSpot embed for Salesforce. That's super dope. Someone showed me that. Love it. It's great. You can see everything now instead of the last 5 actions or something like that on a timeline. So sick. Also on that, more people need to be building workflows that are usable for your friends sitting in Salesforce. I don't see enough people build simple automations that HubSpot can handle that can get triggered from users inside of Salesforce beyond just changing a field and waiting for it to sync over. A lot of people don't realize when you have Salesforce installed and you have that little card showing up on your Salesforce, I think it's companies and contacts. I can't remember I know it works for contacts. I can't remember if it works for companies or not. But when you have the Salesforce integration installed and you go build a workflow, again, I don't know if it's just, it might just be contacts. I don't know if it's for companies. If it's for companies, that's cool. We can find that out. I'm pretty sure you can still do this. You can make the workflow allowed to be triggered by someone in Salesforce manually. And I'm pretty sure what that does is when you look at that card, you can see workflows that you can trigger that person in. Anyway, I almost never see people using that. Use it. Build some automation for your people in Salesforce, right? Get HubSpot on their good side. Maybe they'll want to switch over to it. New HubSpot security score notifications. I think that's like how secure your users are being inside of HubSpot, which is great. The security folks love that. Repeat a past import. I wonder what the use case is for that. Like, does that mean I could just like go and bring in an import that I did without having to upload the file again? I guess that would make sense. They probably have the uploaded file sitting in there. So public exports API. My brain's not operating on a level to understand what that is right now. Custom unique IDs for companies and import. Okay. So is that when you're doing like the matching of... where you're doing the matching of the, when you're doing an import and you're doing associations in the import, you can use custom unique identifiers for companies now. Sick. It's probably cool if you have like if you're exporting from an old system that had unique identifiers in the CSV it gave you. Great. Approvals for page publishing. Nice. That used to only be for email, right? Yeah. Simplified global search with quicker actions. Oh, wait, that's in there twice, guys. That is number 12 and number 19. Essential apps for Marketing Hub. I'd love to know what those apps are.
June, we covered a lot, but we didn't cover all of the updates
for associations.
Across the HubSpot
all right.
platform, including features like Automation Starter in ads, the checkout page included in Google Analytics, or approvals for page publishing.
I could have just waited for Kara to say it. Instead, I had to... Sorry, you're going to hear this twice now.
But to see more of these features and get available education, content, and resources, visit our monthly release notes published in our HubSpot community. That's all for me. Thanks for watching.
I should just do like an end of month episode where I just go look at this thing. They're in there twice because it was so fast they missed it on 12 and wanted a full 20. Yeah, I guess so. 20 is a nice, satisfying number, right? Cool. Awesome. Well, hey, if there's nothing else that I should be checking out right now, I'm probably going to wrap it up there. You guys have listened to me break down a 10-minute video for an hour. It's 5:30 and I got to go eat dinner with the kids. But thanks for hanging out, guys. If you think I should make this a more regular thing, throw some ideas in the comments. I'm totally down. I definitely want to do some sort of like element of like a call-in show where I have like a link to my Discord. You can hop in the Discord. I can pull people in and we can talk live on the live, right? I just have to like set up the permissions and stuff and like play around with it. And I just have no time because I'm either working or just these days playing like Minecraft or something stupid like that. I didn't say that out loud. I'm not actually playing Minecraft. I swear. I've been playing Minecraft. It's fun. I'm turning 35 years old. I've been playing Minecraft. And you know what? I'm not ashamed of it at all. Not ashamed of it. Anyway, cool, guys. Thank you so much. Quick little just before we pop out here, right? Quick little just shout to our sponsors again. We've got shop.maxjacobcohen.com. So hey, if you want to, wait, gotta share the screen. Listen, here's the deal. If you've got that special RevOps god or RevOps goddess in your life, and you wanna appreciate kind of what they're doing in HubSpot, Salesforce, Sorry, Whenever I say so, anyway, sorry. If you want to appreciate the RevOps legend in your life, we've got plenty of hats to let them know how you're feeling about them. If you're trying to give your sales team the boost in stats that they need to perform 10x on a Zoom call and close more deals, man, just tell them you're going to get a hat that says closed one city on it if they hit their quota, right? If they climb out of that pip, tell them you're giving them a flat brim or a beanie, right? And hey, if you're just, elite level RevOps God and you want to let them know that there is nothing they can't do with a CRM and a custom coded workflow action, maybe they're a RevOps God, right? Or if, hey, if you're feeling goofy, if you're just a goofy little guy, right? Maybe you've got that sales manager that tried to teach you all about budget, authority, needs, and timelines. It's not about that, man. It's about belugas and narwhals together, right? This is very popular. This is inspired by a good friend of mine on TikTok. What's her handle again? Sales tips talks. Leslie Vanetz. I did it. Never mind. Go watch the thing. Belugas and narwhals together. Epic moment. This also, flywheel go, that's just like, anyway. And also, guys, don't forget, I know a lot of you admins are out there, right? Go check out Happily, right? Whether you need a Stripe integration with Zebra, eventually you want to do some, event management, right? Ask us about Orchestrate. It's coming in hot. But then, hey, if you want to clone some objects, we got Clone Attack. If you want to automate your associations and workflow, we got Associate, the GOAT. If you want to build Zillow on HubSpot, we got Real City. And if your SLAs are lacking, Timer Man be stacking up those multiple schedules for all your different Service Hub users. Advanced SLAs, multiple support teams, multiple time zones, right? Pausing SLA timers in different stages. I know people ask about that. Timer Man can do it. It's dope. And if you're a HubSpot partner, if you sitting here watching this, if you are a HubSpot partner and you are telling your customers to install Happily apps so you can get the job done, I want to pay you commission for that. We owe you money. We want to get you commission. All right. Also, we just want to help you sell more services. You know what I mean? That's how you guys make your money, right? We want you to be able to do more without custom coding a billion different things, right? You shouldn't have to write a custom coded workflow action to run an association in a workflow, right? You can do that with Associate, right? Get your solutions out there quicker. If you want to become a Happily partner, shoot me an email, fill out this form, go to happily.com/partners, I think it is. Or just send me a DM on LinkedIn. I'll give you my calendar. We'll hook up. We'll hang out. All right. I'll tell you all about the program. Anyway, love you guys. Thanks for spending some time. Appreciate you guys in the chat. And I'll try to at least start doing this weekly, like doing a more like officially Happily one, and then maybe I'll do like a more personal one too. But let's be honest, all the content's gonna be the same. So let's go. Thank you, everybody. Catch you later.